So today's video is talking about prong collars. I'm sure a lot of you watching this video have heard of them if you haven't used it before, and if you've heard of them, you've probably also heard many different myths. You know, they cause dogs to be aggressive, fearful, they're cruel, they're only for aggressive dogs, big, tough dogs. And the reality is we use these collars for most dogs who come through here. I actually only had one so far that couldn't have this metal on their skin because they had a really pretty intense skin reactivity. It just made their skin extremely red and irritated. But other than that, despite how these may look, I know it looks like something you would never use on your dog, but despite how it looks, this is actually one of the most, or probably the most gentle tool you can use on a dog. Of course, the collar does not do the training. You know, you have to apply the right technique in order to get it to work, but this video isn't really going to go into too much as far as how you use it. I just wanted to show you guys how you go about taking it apart. And I've got Diamond over there in the background doing something, and she's going to model it, and I'll just kind of use her as an example. So, okay. So what you want to do to take the collar apart, there's three plates. There's a plate right there in the middle, and there's two plates on the side. We only use the Hermspringer prong collars. It's a really good brand made in Germany, and unlike some of the cheaper models, they're really comfortable for the dog to wear for a long period of time, and they don't discolor. Sometimes if you have a cheaper model from like Tractor Supply or something like that, eventually the chrome will start to rub off, and if you have a light colored dog, then you'll see some staining sometimes with the cheaper models. So with the center plate right here, you want to squeeze your prongs. If I can do it, it's kind of cold out here. Squeeze your prong and pull up. There you go. At the same time. My hands are a little frozen, but that's how you do it. So to put it back together, squeeze your prong, line up with those two holes right there, and there you go. You can also take the collar apart at any point here, but you just want to make sure that you don't have more links on one side than you do another, because it's not going to work as well. So when you go to put the collar on your dog, you want to make sure that you take the appropriate amount of links out for your dog. This is a medium. They have a medium 3.0 and a 2.25 is a small. They also have a micro prong for your little itty bitty dogs like Chihuahuas and stuff like that. This is a medium collar, okay? You don't want to go, even if you have a large dog like a Great Dane or St. Bernard, whatever, you don't want to go to a large collar because your prong collar is supposed to be snug. So, you can just add more links if you have a dog who's really large and they have a really wide neck. So to adjust your collar size, you just remove the appropriate amount of links. And Diamond usually has only, she can do like 6 or 7 links, so I'm just going to show you guys how it's supposed to look on her, and if it's too big, I'm going to take a link off. Diamond, come. Come on, come. You want to make sure that the collar is all the way at the top of the neck. So as you can see here on Diamond, it's starting to hang down a little bit. That's not what you want. So what I'm going to do is remove a link. And So now you see it's a little bit higher on the neck. What I prefer to do, some people turn these prongs to the side of the neck like that. But what I prefer to do is turn it all the way to the bottom. So you'll see the Hermspringer plate right there. And then the two side plates that I was talking about. Can you zoom in some? The two side plates that I was talking about are right there on either side of her neck. So that's how it is. And you have your ring right there for your leash. This is your O-ring. She'll stop moving. This is your O-ring that goes against your neck. So your leash ring, your D-ring, and it swivels, and then the O-ring. And that's pretty much it.